The gentleman's time's expired. I now recognize fellow first responder, the gentleman from Alabama, Mr. Strong.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and I want to thank the staff and especially the members from New York. Y'all have been great hosts. You might tell I'm from also across the river. I'm across the Tennessee River, okay, but it's an honor to be here with you. He mentioned first responder. My father was a 23-year fire chief. Inspired me. 39 years myself, from a junior firefighter to assistant chief. 4 commissioners and a chief. I'm honored to be here before you. You think about it, a lot has changed in 22 years, from VHF radios, UHF radios, to digital interoperability. That's what we learned from this. It's unbelievable how many lives have been saved. Ms. Weiner, you mentioned you were a grant, I think, of $120 million. Does it concern you that the mayor, Mayor Adams, is considering cuts because of so many illegal aliens coming to New York?
As we are here today and think through all of the terrific collaboration that has sustained our operations here, and all of the other issues that are confounding our government, whether it's federal agencies dealing with other problems now, great power conflict problems, or our city, which is grappling with humanitarian crisis involving migrants. The funding that we've just been talking about to support our counterterrorism operations here, and to make sure that as we navigate collectively all of these other priority areas, we do not forget our counterterrorism operations, is critically important. So again, federal funds are what allow us to continue to do that and to make sure that September 12th, 2023 is a reminder that we will never go back to September 12th of 2001.
Thank you, I agree. I stand amazed after 22 years to see how many people have chosen careers in the U.S. military, police, paramedics, and firefighters. That's the one thing that really stood out, especially yesterday. In 2020, immigration and enforcement spending totaled about $4 billion across departments and agencies that today make up the Department of Homeland Security. President Biden's fiscal year 2024 budget request for immigration enforcement was $25 billion. I think Americans would agree that we haven't seen a proportionate increase in immigration enforcement, particularly in the last 2 years. Ms. Weiner, do you think this administration's immigration and border crisis has diverted valuable time and resources away from our national security mission?
You know, the fidelity that we apply to the counterterrorism ecosystem here in the city and across the country sustains our ability to protect the city. That's critically important for all the reasons that we've just been talking about. And, you know, I'm not in a position to say what is or isn't a diversion. Unfortunately, we're in a period of time globally, not just in this country, but around the world, where we have to walk and chew gum at the same time. We have a number of competing issues that we have to deal with adroitly. And so from where we sit here in this space on this day, we understand the importance of continuing our posture on these issues.
Thank you. Commissioner Ryder, your testimony, you testified about taking away the rights of law enforcement to fly drones. Would it surprise you that the Mexican cartels flying 17 drones for every one flown by U.S. Border Patrol?
Absolutely not. Of course they are. And that's why, again, we have to be right every time. They only have to be right once. They're practicing every day. They're drilling every day. They come up with new ideas. They got nothing to do but wake up every morning and figure out how they're going to mess with the system. We have to go to work every day and make sure the system works.
Would it surprise you that the Secretary of Homeland Security continues to tell the American people that he has operational control of the southern border?
From my personal opinion, there's very little control of that border right now.
I totally agree. I'm from Rocket City, USA, Huntsville, Alabama. We have the ability to jam or drop these drones. This administration allows them to fly freely in U.S. airspace, and we cannot tolerate that any longer. Our homeland is under attack once again at the southern border, and you start looking at this, first responders, each of you and the people that work under your direction sees it every day. I've worked over 200 overdoses myself. We're watching as fentanyl is killing a generation of Americans, and something has got to be done about it. Illegal immigration, fentanyl poisoning, human smuggling. This border failure is not a Republican issue. It is not a Democratic issue. It is an American issue, and it is time that it be addressed. You look at it, America deserves better, and Mr. Chairman, I yield back.
The gentleman yields back.